Good afternoon, everyone. Have you ever completed an online course, earned a certificate, but still felt unsure about how to demonstrate your skills to employers? So, this is a common challenge faced by many students and recent graduates today. While online learning platforms provide valuable knowledge, many learners struggle to translate what they have learned into practical experience and evidence that can be shown during job applications. To address this issue, our team developed the Portfolio First Learning System. The idea is simple. Students learn, complete real world tasks, and automatically build a professional portfolio throughout the learning journey. Rather than collecting certificates alone, learners continuously create meaningful work that showcases their skills, achievements, and career readiness. Through this approach, students can gain confidence, improve employability, and better connect their learning with future career opportunities. So now move on to our problem statement. Before developing our solution, we conducted research to better understand the challenges faced by students. Our findings show that many students struggle to convert academic knowledge into job ready skills. Online learning platforms often experience low engagement and completion rates because learners find the content difficult to apply in real world situations. We also found that students want practical experience, recognized credentials, and clearer career pathways. At the same time, employers increasingly value demonstrated skills and portfolios rather than grades alone. As a result, many students feel overwhelmed by unstructured content, lack practical experience, are unsure which skills employers value, and find it difficult to showcase their abilities during job applications. This led us to our key questions. How might we create learning opportunities that are more accessible, engaging, and practical for undergraduate students and recent graduates so that they can build employer valued skills, gain real world experience, and stand out in job applications? This question became the foundation for the solution we are presenting today. So now I'll pass it to Terence.
Okay, thank you so much, Natalie, for your wonderful presentation. So for this slide, to better understand our target audience, we created a combined user persona based on the three insights from our three interviews. So our persona is Daniel Lim, a 21-year-old final year international student living in Melbourne. Like many students, he worked part-time while preparing for graduate employment opportunities. So his main goal are to secure a graduate marketing role, gain recognized certificates, and develop practical digital skills that improve his employability. So, however, he faces challenges such as limited Australian work experience, strong competition in the graduate job market, and uncertainty about which skills employer value most. So, the empathy map on the right side helps us understand Daniel's perspective. He's mainly thinking about how to stand out, hearing advice about building experience and portfolios, and seeing employers increasingly looking for certs and practical skills. Although he feels motivated and hopeful about his future, he's also nervous about finding a job after graduation to improve his chances. He's actively applying for jobs, taking online courses, and networking. So these insights guided the development of our proposed solution. Okay, next please. So based on the challenges identified from our interviews, he developed the Portfolio First Learning System. It is a learning platform that combines learning, practical projects, and portfolio building in one place. Instead of only completing online courses, students build a professional portfolio while they learn. Key features includes real-world project tasks, automatic portfolio generation, and reflection and feedback system. So this solution helps make learning more practical and engaging while giving students job-ready experience and evidence of their skills. We chose this solution because it is easy to integrate into existing platforms, more engaging than traditional online learning, and helps students graduate with a professional portfolio. So overall, the portfolio first learning system follows a simple journey: learn, practice, build a portfolio, and improve employability. And now I'll let Ryan to talk about the proposed solution.
Now, thank you, Terence. Now, can we change the slides? Now, for our justification of the proposed solution. For our proposed solution, we selected the Portfolio First Learning System because it achieved the strongest overall results when evaluated using the DVF framework and the input effort matrix, as you can see in the slides. Firstly, this solution is highly desirable because it helps students create portfolio-ready work while studying, allowing them to gain practical experience and stronger job applications. Now, secondly, is viable because universities can integrate the system into existing learning platforms without requiring large financial investments. Lastly, it is highly feasible since educators only need to redesign assessments into portfolio-based tasks, such as case studies, projects, and reflections. As you can see in the input effort metrics table that is in the slides there, the portfolio first learning system was identified as a quick win because it delivers high impact while requiring relatively low effort compared to other solutions. Now, from a CSR perspective, the solution also promotes accessibility, inclusion, and ethical digital learning by ensuring equal opportunities for students to build employable skills. Now, additionally, intellectual property and copyright considerations are important because students should maintain ownership and originality of their portfolio work. Overall, this solution best bridge the gap between education and employment by helping students graduate with both knowledge and evidence of their abilities. Next, now I'll be talking about the prototype. This prototype demonstrates how the portfolio first learning system will function in a real learning environment. The main idea behind the system is that students continuously build a professional portfolio while studying, instead of waiting until graduation to showcase their skills. In traditional learning, many students complete assignments only for grades and after submission. The work is rarely used again. However, in this system, every assignment, project, or activity becomes a portfolio artifact that students can later present to employers. For example, when students complete a case study, a marketing campaign, coding project, or business proposal, the system automatically stores the final output into their digital portfolio. Students can also include reflections explaining what skills they develop, what challenges they face, and how the project connects to real industry situations. The prototype also encourages more practical and career-focused learning because students are able to see direct outcomes from their work. Instead of learning theory alone, they also they are constantly building evidence of communication skills, teamwork, creativity, and problem-solving abilities. Another important feature is accessibility and flexibility. Students can access their portfolio online at any time and continue improving it throughout their university journey. This allows them to confidently use their portfolio for internship, graduate programs, and future job opportunities. Now, overall, this prototype creates a more engaging and meaningful learning experience by combining education, practical experience, and employability into one system. Now, moving on to testing, I will be passing it over to Hai Si for his part.
Thank you so much, Ryan. For the testing part, we test whether the first learning system is clear, useful, and helpful for students. Instead of applying the whole prototype again, our focus was can students understand how a learning task become a portfolio output? To test this, we show the prototype and testing plan to one student and ask for feedback. The student said the idea was useful because many students complete online courses, but they don't know not always how to prove that they have learned. By turning learning tasks for into portfolio example, the system make online learning feel more practical and career focused. The student also suggests that the system should include clearer example and template. This is because some students may not know what a strong portfolio output should look like. Based on this feedback, our next improvement is to add some simple portfolio template, current task instruction, and share to LinkedIn future. So for the next slide is the grand chart. This shows how IBM and RMIT could implement the solution through 12-week pilots in week 1 and 2. IBM RMIT confirmed the pilot course, student groups, and success measure. In week 3 to 5, the, stu- the student and the team convert learning tasks into portfolio-ready output and improve the prototype. In week 6 and 9, the pilot is launched and with selected students and feedback is collected. Finally, in week 10 to 12, the team review the result, improve the template, and decide whether the solution should be scaled up. Overall, the solution is not only creative but also testable and realistic. And I will pass it to Lian for the
Thank you,
next slide.
Thank you, Haisi. So many students finish online courses but still feel unprepared for their careers. A portfolio first learning system helps by integrating real projects into learning, allowing students to gain practical experience and build a portfolio that showcase their skills. This makes learning more engaging, career focused, and impactful while helping students demonstrate what they can do for their future employers. So next. Yeah. Before we finish, think about this. What if online learning could do more than give certificates? Our solution helps students to gain like experience, build a portfolio, and get ready for future jobs. By learning through real projects, students can learn better and show their skills. So thank you for listening, and we hope you enjoy our presentation. Thank you.